Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Wait, tell me what to do.
And it's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the gram. I know I'm on a man. At my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Road inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. How are we doing? Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Let me see where all systems go. New week, new opportunity. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Yeah, we seem good. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hope you are all well. So yeah, let's get into it. Monday here, a bit of a push here over kind of in that in-between time between Asian and between London here, just pre-London as we are rolling into pre-London here. A bit of a push here. We do need to discuss a few things and have a look at what the hell is going on. And yeah, some brokers, yeah, exactly. We do have also some weird wicks on some brokers on gold, which we'll discuss all of that now. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So don't worry about that. Gonna discuss all of that. And yeah, first of all, let's have a look at this week's news. Today is going to be the 13th, which is going to be Monday. Pretty clean day today. Nothing much we have to worry about. Tomorrow we have a bit of unemployment numbers coming out tomorrow morning. And then CPI as well. CPI is a big one for gold tomorrow. Very, very big one for gold. And something we need to keep into consideration. They're hoping for CPI to come back at 3.7, and we'll see if that comes back. I do think that we're gonna, the Fed, if CPI comes, we'll talk about this tomorrow actually, but if CPI comes in hotter than expected, then we'll probably see another interest rate hike. If it comes cool down, then we'll probably see a potential reduction in interest rates, which will be interesting for equities. But I do think that historically, based on the levels we're at, we were, Fed's 2% target, I do see us bouncing between 2 to 4%. But we'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow. Then we have the GBP CPI still at 6.7%, so quite a way away from GBP's target here. So you can see that they're pretty inflated here. So we'll see if we can get a reduction or not. And then apart from that, a bit of classic New York news here. We have PPI and all of that stuff, and then unemployment claims and retail sales. So some news here and there, which hopefully should bring us catalysts for moves, right? And I appreciate that. Lupo Trail, what website is that? Appreciate the super chat. No need to send a super chat. I'll answer your questions. But this is called Forex Factory, man. This is called Forex Factory, and yeah, so that's basically it for the news this week. Nothing too complicated here. Let's go ahead and look at what price is doing, right? So start off on GJ here. Weekly candle close. We were discussing this yesterday on the webinar with the exclusive group here. How the weekly is still closing bullish here. Some brokers it's closed at resistance, some brokers slightly above. On my broker it is this slightly above here. And how we have the potential for the wick fill. I expected a little bit more of a deeper bottom wick and hopefully get the wick fill during London, but it's already seemed like we've already filled most of this wick. Now we do have to keep in consideration that we could reject from these levels and still continue down here, but with weekly closing bullish, upside still makes sense here because we still have weekly closing bullish, and we will get a wick fill if that's where the continuation wants to continue. Moving down to the daily time frame, we obviously finally trying to break out of this daily zone. Until we close outside of this daily zone, we don't have a proper breakout here, right? We don't have a proper breakout because we've done this 1, 2, 3 times. We've tried to break out here and every single time it's failed. So this could end up being a wick and could end up, flipping here and closing back in the range. So it still is a possibility, especially that we're pushing into this resistance zone here. I wouldn't be surprised to see 3 lower wicks here and this end up reversing. At the same time, we do have a lot of bullish pressure in the market, but if we're going on the 4-hour time frame here, we are at the top of the range and it's similar to the bottom of the range. Until this range realistically breaks, there is no real upside continuation. There is upside pressure at the moment, but there's no continuation until we break this range. So if we bring back drawings, we can see that 4-hour resistance comes back in at around that 782. So until we have candles leaving that 782 and closing above 782 on a 4-hour time frame, then we're not going to be getting that continuation outside of the range. Preferably I'd like to see these wicks be broken before I look for any proper continuation here. Otherwise, we are postured bullish, but one scenario I'm populating, I find this move very, very fishy, right? I find this move very, very fishy. How we're having this push-up pre-session, and there is something we need to discuss, but I want a few more people in here before I start discussing it. So we'll come back and discuss it after I talk about gold. But there is a potential threat of another intervention here this week, and I'll explain exactly why and what I'm basing that off. But I do think we need to be a little bit cautious. I do think that we could possibly see an intervention this week, but we'll discuss that once more people come in so that they can hear it and be informed so that they don't make bad decisions. We only have arranged about 6 pips to the top of the range here. So as I said, if we respect this range and create resistance up here, I don't mind pushing counter trend sells based on that whole idea of intervention at any time. And if I'm on the sell side of an intervention, then obviously it's going to be a lot safer, right? It's obviously going to be a lot safer if I'm going to be on the sell side of an intervention. And again, a little bit fishy, this move happening at such a random time. It seems like it wants to set up, but at the end of the day, we don't want to go completely against bias, but we are at the top of the range, and this is something we might need to just wait for proper confirmation and then take a counter trend, because we've seen this in session. It's exactly like the session here where we pushed out of the range here, and you can see that when we pushed outside of the range, we were bullish session here, but price ended up going bearish. So we could have the same thing here. So until we break this range and create support above, I will remain mixed because we're trading a range here. Even though buys make more sense today, but the buys are already sort of filled here. So that's why I wouldn't mind if I start to see some sort of breakdown here with a fishy move like this. London session can bring in a reversal, and I'd rather take that. So let's go ahead and look at gold here. So a little bit weird thing with gold today. I know a lot of you guys, depending on your broker, this wick here will be very, very strange. Some brokers I saw giving a wick all the way down to 1921. Some brokers having a wick all the way up to 1950s. So it's very, very, very interesting here. It's very, very interesting to see that on my broker, it looks very, very similar to this. There's no wick up on my broker. It's kind of just a no wick candle, and it came down to roughly around the same place here. But luckily that's been filled. But some people saying, damn, they have a candle coming all the way down here to 1920 area zone or something like that, which is very interesting to see. But let's go ahead and do the analysis. Weekly time frame closing bearish here. And what's interesting, we're closing bearish below the range. We were discussing this on the webinar yesterday with the guys of potential pullbacks, right? You can't disregard. We've had a very heavy push on this weekly candle here. Price can sometimes take a breather here, and that that could end us take a little breather and then roll over a little bit later. So this is a week where we can both be buying and selling during the week. We could have a higher time frame bias of sells based on weekly candles closing bearish here, but still during the session there's still opportunities during sessions to possibly take buys and catch some of the retracement. But remember, higher time frame is still bearish, so don't be trying to do any magical stuff. Not higher time frame. This again could set up if something's happened with the news and we start pushing again to all times high, then that's of course a news driven push. But in terms of what's happening on daily and stuff, we're more bearish postured than bullish at the moment. But that could quickly change with any form of support, which is why we love to trade price action, because we can quickly adapt to those changes based on candle closes. So moving down on the daily time frame here, again daily pushing into this kind of previous daily support. This is the first area that we found some real type of rejection. I don't really count this as rejection. This is a little bit better because we didn't just engulf it the next day and totally say F you. This was kind of like we pulled back, range for a day, then broke out. So we're finding support right now, right at this previous resistance zone that was where we're hovering right now. So price can retest up into these levels here, back up into 1950. I wouldn't be surprised to see price pop up into 1950. Any daily candle leaving 1958 with a closure is where things start to get interesting in terms of seeing deeper pullbacks. Otherwise, for now, obviously we're still bearish. Price has created a support at this previous resistance, so we're rejecting it at the moment, leaving us in a mixed bias session type of thing here. Even though this 4 hour has closed bearish, we could expect a wick fill here, but when we bring back drawings, we can see we have this 4 hour resistance. This is kind of target, and we're sitting at this type of zone here. This is also previous weekly resistance. So I do think we can consider this as a potential you could have counter trend buys as well if we start, you know, changing structure, because this is retest the lows, rejected the lows, come back. But remember, this wick was caused by that weird market open, right? Weird market open caused this type of wick thing, so we'll have to be cautious in terms of understanding where that comes from. Otherwise, you know, still bearish here. If we do create resistance at the top of this range, there is potential for sells, to be honest. Especially something flipping the daily back, you know, leaving this type of zone somewhere around here. I don't see why, if price was to try the top of the range, I don't see why we can't have a bit of a retracement here. It is tough trading inside of this range. Plenty of rejections we have been seeing. But if we do start leaving this type of range here, creating resistance, I do think we could see a little bit more of a retracement here to the downside, especially on a daily flip here, you know. Do have around a 30 pip range, which is quite a decent range, to be honest, to trade in. This is a pretty high volume zone. You can use this area as a watch zone. Basically 1936 can be a watch zone here, but I do think that this this could be an option for today to try retest the 4-hour support fully. I mean, yeah, the previous 4-hour resistance, which is support, to retest it fully. If price is just gonna rocket up here, I think counter trend buys can start to make sense above this resistance, but I would want to see it fail and then close above. We're still bearish postured here. You know, I think you know, those are basically my options, to be honest too. If we're gonna counter trend buy it, it's gonna be above 1942 here. I think that's gonna be the best, above 1942. Above all these resistance here to tap into the next zone, fill this wick and continue back up into 1946 here for a deeper retracement. If not, if we start to fail here and close below this range, I might give it a shot to fill this area here. Yeah, it's a little bit risky since we're coming from a 4-hour support and it's the beginning of the week, showing us signs of rejection. We do have this spot right here, which is going to be our major 4-hour support. How much space does that give us to there? Let's have a look. Yeah, so again, same where that wick came from. So, you know, you do have about 15 pips here before anything, you know, so it could take one more test down into that zone. But yeah, I think GJ now has reached the 4-hour resistance, almost. Yeah, almost reaching the 4-hour resistance now. Very, very interesting move here. You can see it's just like being bought up. Realistically, in my trading time coming to trade right now, there's no way I'm taking a buy right at 4-hour resistance like this. This is asking for a slap long term, and you're just gambling at that point. So let me get into the point today why we need to be very, very cautious this week. We need to be very, very cautious this week because we can have a potential intervention this week, and I'll show you why. Because if we go to the JXY, which is the Japanese currency index, and we add the GBPjpy here, we can see that we are pushing new lows on the Japanese currency index here, right? We are pushing almost new lows here, and this is a very scary spot where the GBPjpy is sitting at right now, right? It hasn't been here since, you know, October, and you can see the rally it had from this spot right here after we came. Yeah, long term, of course, GBPjpy is bearish, we know that. But we're sitting at this real interesting spot here, which is these lows. Every time we've come to these lows, there's been massive reaction, and that reaction is normally caused by what? By a intervention here. So need to be very, very careful when we're pushing on these lows that the Japanese Bank of Japan don't come in with this surprise intervention, which they potentially could do anytime this week, I'm feeling. Even as early as today, it's a possibility. I don't see, you know, with price pushing at these new lows, until we make new lower lows and get below here, I think they will intervene one more time. There's no reason why they won't with price pushing this low. The thing is that they have limited bullets, right? So they've announced, okay, on January, we look to maybe start to change policy. On January, we look to start to change the policy. And the issue is that they have limited bullets now to fire these interventions to temporarily. They're really just putting a band-aid on. They're just putting a band-aid on, you know, by these interventions. These interventions don't do anything. They just do things for big institutions and stuff like this. But for actual in like for session traders and stuff, and for long term, these they don't do anything, these interventions. It's a quick spike that normally gets eaten up. You can see, right? It's not like this intervention comes in and reverses for a couple of weeks. No, it's just like these spikes are all interventions here. All these spikes are just interventions. They don't do much. So we have to be careful here. We have to be careful because we are pushing onto these new lows, and there's no reason why Bank of Japan won't fire another bullet. The good thing is they normally have limited bullets at this point. They fired a lot of bullets already, and they have to be very cautious, and they can't just go, because that's printing money. The way they intervene is by printing money. So they just can't, print endlessly. At the same time, we can't predict when they're going to fire one of these interventions. So I would prefer to be on the sell side of GJ, just to protect myself against any of these potential interventions until it happens, which makes it very tough because I'm bullish on GJ. I'm bullish on GJ, and buys is what makes sense. So one other way you can take this in is every single 15-minute close, you're looking to close at break even. Every 15-minute close, you're looking to close at break even. So definitely a tough spot here with what's going on, and we need to approach that with that in the back of our mind. Hopefully we could set up 4 sells on GJ, but that will all be dependent on what the GBP news comes out, especially the CPI. CPI will be the biggest one in terms of GBP growth and stuff, right? They're expecting a massive drop. They're expecting almost a 2% drop here in CPI. So if that, that's a very, whenever you see forecast drastically different than previous, it really indicates that, okay, this is where we can see some volatility, because it has a high chance for it not coming out as expected. I doubt it shoots lower. If it comes out as expected, we will see a quick flash to upside and then temporary weakness in the pound. And if it comes back worse than expected, you'll see a lot of strength into the pound, which will continue this upside momentum. So, it's kind of like, if we can try predict, look, I don't like predicting, but if I was to understand what's been happening on the pound, I think, there's a possibility we come back as better than same as expected, which is obviously positive for the pound. And then we see GJ dump. But again, we need to be very careful of Jixi pushing at new lows here. So yeah, that's the analysis, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that analysis. And yeah, if you did enjoy the analysis, you know the drill. Do the YouTube business. We have around 459 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up as always. Can we get the likes up to at least 300 likes? I would appreciate that. And yeah, what about USD JPY? You let me know what you're looking at. Is the exclusive VIP stream during NY session? Yes, the one I was talking about just now was the webinar. We do webinars once a week, and even the NY stream is done once a week in the group. It will be done on Zoom. Both of them are on Zoom, webinar and the what's this called? The exclusive NY stream, and that's done one a week. But we have the NY chat every single day. So when we're trading NY session, I send in my plans for NY, and then based on those plans, we have a chat and what people are looking at. So that chat is always active inside of there. So yeah. I actually got a lot of questions about the group, some DMs. I'll put on the website when we're opening it again. I do feel like we have more room in there, and can welcome new people for sure. So I'll let you guys know when that opens. Probably pretty soon, I think. I rather do it now so that people can get in position for next year. That's what someone was telling me. They were like, can you open it now? Because I want to spend next month preparing myself for next year. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Does Dubai have titanium? No, they have a massive aluminium factory. Do you trade in December? Yes, I do trade in December. I do. for sure. Obviously not I will not trade on the holidays because it's not a time to trade and the markets are closed for 2 days. And then no one really trades the 2 days after when they open again because they prepare for New Year. Watermelon mint or grape mint? I'll probably go grape mint, man. Grape mint sounds better. So yeah, let's see if we can get gold breaking down below these levels. Would be quite interesting. Like a nice 15-minute close would be kind of simulating this trade. Nice change of structure. And we'll see if we're able to push down. If not, then I'm wrong, and that's okay, right? It's okay to be wrong. So that week we can prepare for the new year. Yeah, you can, if that's something you want to do. For me, I like to relax on that week. It's good to take a break. Can you recall the last date Bank of Japan intervened? Let's have a look, man. Who recalls it? We can find it on the chart. Pretty easy to find on the chart. Last time Bank of Japan intervened was this one right here. Yeah, Monday 30th of October, and then they intervened again on the 26th. So they did the 26th of October, and then after that the 30th of October. Those are the last 2 times the Bank of Japan intervened. Gold might test 1950. Yeah, 1950 is definitely an option that might happen on gold here. But, you know, in a session basis, we might need to retest lower first before trying 1950. See how this candle closes here in 2 minutes. Will be interesting to see. See if we can get below this support here in 2 minutes. Time is at 10:57. Yeah, this will be the 1 hour close. How will the 1 hour be closing? Bearish as well. Yeah, I don't mind this. I just needed to close a little bit deeper here, below this zone though. I can't take it in here, otherwise we can just end up ranging. Alright, if you had a funded, how much would you risk per trade as a scalper? How many trades you take per day? You said you're risking 0.2%. For me, this is too little because I'm taking 1 to 2 trades a day max. So that's the way I like to trade, is 1 to 2 trades a day. Find my best opportunities, take that and move on to the next day. So for me, I rather risk a little bit more because I'm only giving myself limited opportunities. Euro USD, yeah, we have a minute here. We'll have a look at Euro USD for until this candle closes here. So weekly close bearish here. Daily is creating support, so kind of wanting to retest some more upside. Yeah, I think today it's a little bit tough. You could consider mixed session, but you know, obviously on a weekly time frame we're more populated bearish, especially if we have something leaving 1.0664. If we have something leaving that, then of course for today I think buys above this range here look good if we can create some sort of support. But yeah, I think if we can get above this resistance where we're right at now, I possibly think you have at least some little upside to, you know, basically 1.0698. You know, I don't see why we don't pop up into there, but would be good to see some sort of 5-minute structure or something above, especially where we're resisting now. So yeah, if you can get something closing above, preferably an hour, you want this hour to close bullish above. What is gold doing? Can we make it below the level, Mr. Gold, in 27 seconds? It's a good bearish close, creating resistance here, but not getting below my level. So we probably have to wait for one more close below the level. Or if there's heavy volume here, we can look to maximize this on the 5-minute, just based off the 1 hour closing bearish and the 30-minute closing bearish. Okay, good. Thank God I left a wick. If it wasn't going to leave a wick, then it'll be a little bit upsetting. But yeah, I think if we can get a 5-minute candle closing below here, that should be good. Let the 1 hour make a top wick as well. Once it makes its top wick, if we can get a 5-minute candle closing below, should be alright. What's USD JPY pushing? I think it's pushing up here. Yeah, would be. Lot of JPY weakness here. Full on pushing up. Yeah, almost breaking new daily highs here. Very close to breaking new daily highs. Again, why I'd be a little bit fishy, man. It's a little bit fishy. It's a little bit fishy here. Kind of same move here. Don't know how much I trust it. No bottom wick on broker. Let's check what the broker's saying. Let's see what Mr. Broker is doing here. No, damn. It's okay. The 1 hour has a bottom wick. So as long as the 1 hour has a bottom wick, it's okay. You can still take a 5-minute idea. Yeah, 1 hour has a wick, so maybe even we can play it a little bit safer on a Monday. We wait for 15 closing below. I think that would also be safer here. So 15 closing below will also be fine. Can volume accept CFDs? What do you mean? You mean contracts for difference? Contracts for difference is a type of trading method. Hello Algo, hope you're well. What's the best indicator for trend strength? EYES indicator. That's the best indicator for trend strength. You're in buys? Yeah, as long as we respect this zone, you're okay. As if we get below this zone, then maybe you need to look what's going on. For me, buys, I don't want to buy until above here, man. I don't see buying into this as a good option. Not a good option for me. Mr. GJ is... Yeah, this is a fishy move, man. Fishy move. For me to get in GJ, I either need nice pullback support creation to test back into the 4-hour resistance, or we need to just leave this 4-hour resistance. If we create change of structure, I'm really tempted to try a risky short here. Really tempted. I don't trust USD JPY pushing so hard to new highs and this move happening so early. Morning, Sadia. Any idea on AU? Let's have a look. Oof, choppy range here. So weekly closing bearish, daily as well, closing bearish. This is a very tough zone to trade into. AU has been quite tough actually, you know. This is a tough zone to trade into. You could look if 4 hours creating support, yeah. You could look for price to leave this zone. I think, yeah, buys, any buys, you could even look to buy as early as 0.638, anything closing above there. Yeah, above this. This would be okay for buys to get to here and break through this. For selling, You probably don't want to sell. I wouldn't be selling just yet. Too early to sell. But maybe above this resistance here gives you opportunity. I think that's the only option you have. Waiting for a buy option? Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, it's struggling now. You can kind of see the lack of volume here. Reason probably being that not many market participants want to be buying at these prices. I mean, think of other traders like me and you. Unless you're idiotic retail who really doesn't know what they're doing, do you really want to be buying at these prices? At 4-hour resistance, not the best place to buy, right? But then in saying that, what happens is that people are like, okay, then that means I should sell. And then they sell and get screwed. So this is a time of patience. Let's structure form. And then we take trades based off that. Oh, PC wants to update. Snooze. No, thank you. No update. Need your advice. Took a sell as 4-hour is bearish. What do you think should be the stop loss? 1930 sell at 1937. I don't advise, because the biggest mistake you made is you didn't have a plan, you know? So you need to have a plan of how to manage this trade. Let's watch this close here in 2 minutes, guys. Could be interesting. Could be interesting. Right, so you always have to have a plan, right? It's not a direct push on GJ though, it's a choppy push. I'm wondering if this is banks or retailers. I don't know who it is. You don't have to worry about, no, retailers won't be able to do it like this. Brother, every day you said today we've been in a tough spot. What's the reason for that? Not every day, but every single London session we've been at tough spots. We are either stuck inside of a range, we're stuck at resistance, we pushed before. It's just been the way during London. Retailers are able to if banks are absent. Well, they're not going to be absent. It's impossible. It's a currency. They'll be trading between the currency. It's more institutional traders. Don't sell. We sell later in the week. Yes, but we can take a scalp position, no problem. We can take a scalp position, no problem. Long-term sells, yeah, you're probably. But I don't mind giving an opportunity down, you know, into these low areas or something. If we can close below, though. Pump and dump. I don't think they're that powerful, man. Most of them trading on 0.01, hiding the lot size and putting it on Instagram that they caught 300 pips. That's how most of them work. Will this 5 close below here in 19 seconds? Oh. It's trying. No. Probably need to wait for this 15-minute close right now. That's going to be the next best option here, to wait for this 15-minute to close. It would be risky to take break of this low, but without anything closing, I'm not going to get caught out in a fake out on Monday here. We have nothing closing below. And you can see the reaction every time we hit that zone. You see the reaction. It's not a joking. It's not a zone two. Not playing games at that zone. So I rather something close below. Hopefully it can chill. Yo, chill, gold, chill. Yeah, just right there. Yeah, good. What months in 2024 do you think is the best time to trade? Generally, historically, you know, February, March, April. Normally the highest volume times. Monday London session is the beginning of the day. Trade time, volume need to process to form. Yes, it is how it is. But some days when there hasn't been much volume on Friday, Monday is very volatile, right? Ari, in your previous observation, would you say quarter four is the toughest time to trade? Yeah, just generally quarter four is tougher to trade, as you know, it's just generally how it works in terms of the market. But it's not I wouldn't say it's tougher to trade. You just have to select correct options, you know. It's tough to trade if you trade a strategy that only works during certain quarters. Then yes, it's tough to trade. But if you just trade what's in front of you, then no. The only tough to trade is probably if you're used to taking 10, 15 trades a day and suddenly you have to start taking 3, 4 trades a day. This is probably what's getting, you know, what's happening in terms of tough to trade. Damn, are you guys watching this price action right now? This is really, every time it pops down here, it rejects heavy. Which is why if this closes bearish and breaks, I really think that it should drive here. 2 minutes. We'll see if we can survive 2 minutes here. Hi everyone, let's get 400 likes today. Yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, guys, 500 of us, only 142 likes. We can get the likes up at least to 250. Guys are full sleeping today. Come on. Monday means action. Let's get it. We did free webinar. If you guys enjoyed the free webinar, let me know. I did post a free webinar on my website here for you guys to have, right? So come on. We just did that free webinar. And here's the most recent webinar. You guys can enjoy it. It was a good webinar, covered a lot. And that was all done for free. So you guys can watch the recording on the website here. And yeah, so we will also be doing a giveaway this week for spots in the group. So we will do that this week as well. I'll let you know when we do that. And yeah, it should be interesting. Should be good. Should be good. If this is setup 1 closing below, yes, it's kind of like a mix between setup 1 and 2. What do you think about gold at the moment? I'm seeing if we can close a little bit deeper here. If we can close this 15-minute candle nicely bearish, there might be a nice opportunity here for sells. But if this 5-minute closes back inside the range, probably not too interested. I would like to see it close below this yellow line here in 50 seconds. Like to see it close below this yellow line. So it has to do some business here. Come on, it's not doing anything. Do something, man. Come on, 30 seconds. We want to take a opportunity here. Yeah, exactly. All right, 19 seconds for this close here. See how this ends up closing. 5-minute is closing below the range here. 15-minute also closing below the range. Not the strongest closes though here. Not the strongest close. Ugh. Ugh. Last second, close above. Last second, close above. Damn. It was like literally, it said zero, and then it closed above. Damn. I have to wait here. This doesn't follow my rules. I need at least a 5-minute to close here, guys. This doesn't follow my rules if I take this. Even break of the low here is tough. Could be very similar price action. Let's see what we got. Yeah, exactly. That's why if something closes below this zone, I would be interested. Otherwise, we will keep rejecting from it like we have been. Which level on gold? That 15-minute level? Based on these 5-minute wicks. Gold likes to play on the 5-minute. This gold is teasing at this daily flip. It flips and then it comes back. It flips and then it comes back. I think if we do have a nice closure, maybe the second 30-minute close. If this 30-minute close here in around almost 12 minutes here can close below here, I think we can have a nice drive. Similar to this last candle here. We can have similar price action to this last candle. Because if we were on the 15-minute support, it closed below, yes. But you have to consider the whole zone. We are not closing below the whole zone. We did not close below this 15-minute support as well. We're respecting this. If this 5-minute closes below, it makes sense. Yeah, I'm looking at that. But let's see how this 5-minute closes here. You see, this is why we need to wait for this close. What time frame you looking at? I'm fluctuating here between the 15 and 5, but my trade, this trade, if I take it on the 5, it's based on the 1-hour closing bearish, it's based on the 30-minute closing bearish, and the 15 has not closed below the zone, so I'm trying to use the 5 to get in, but it's based off the higher time frames. Is 1-to-1 RR good with 60% win rate? It's very slow in terms of account growth with me risking 0.5. Yeah, I think you can increase your win rate. I don't see, for me, my average win rate long term is around 75%. Any testing I've done has been around 75% long term. On the good months, as you guys have probably seen on stream, we can push 85% win rate, no problem. But if you average it over like a lot of trades, we probably... Because I use tighter stop losses. If I used wider stop loss, my win rate would be higher, because then I wouldn't hit stops as much. But I'd rather be in and out of the idea, not hold it. Glad we waited here. Give me a sec, just go toilet, come back. Glad you entered the break with demo. Yes, that's why we don't do that. Are you respecting your buy advice? Great push now. Yes, sir. Where SL? Well, depends how the candle closed. I would have probably run it above 30-minute high, in my opinion, to be super safe here. I wouldn't have to, though. I think 15 is enough, but, you know, I think this would be enough here, 16 pips, but we're not closing below. We need something closing below here. Following my last message, why can't traders buy trusted stock like Amazon in Euro USD, buy it low and just hold it every day until it goes up and it will probably sell? Why can't this work? The reason why it can work, but you need a lot of money. Stocks on average, if you're lucky, it will give you 10% gains per year. That's the average in terms of if it's a good year on stock market, you can look to get 10% returns. If you guys have $1,000, 10% is only going to be $100. What are you going to do with $100 after a year worth of investment? It's not really worth it. You might as well just spend that $1,000 $100 every single month for a year. You know, it really, it doesn't do anything, right? It doesn't do anything. So you need very significant money in order for it to be somewhat relevant to your life. So in trading, the thing is, we don't have to rely on direction. We don't have to rely on an asset going up in order to make money. We can make money in both directions. And 10%, we can look to be hitting 10% a month. So all these people trying to target 25, 35, 45%, that's stupid. If stocks are giving you 10% a year, if you can make 5 to 10% a month trading, you have the best investment tool that there is on planet Earth. Probably not planet Earth, but you know, one of the best opportunities, which you don't have to rely on the asset. Nothing. You just rely on yourself. You are the asset. You become the asset, you know, which is super important. Put it on a meme coin with 100x. Yeah, that's a little bit different when you're playing with leverage here. A little bit different when you're playing with leverage. What's DJ doing? How tempting would it be just to press sell here? So tempting. Literally follows none of my rules though. Have you ever met Raja in Dubai? No. Are you trading a prop firm? No, I'm not. This level is so intense on gold. Yeah, it's super intensive level. Closure below 670 on gold. I mean on GJ. I'm so tempted just to rip it here. 8 pip stop. But you're going against everything. I'll probably wait for a change of structure. Like if I get a 15-minute change of structure here, I'll be interested. Like this type of trade. Like we pull down, we create support and then close below. I'll be super interested. Base it off being at the top of the range. And then I don't have to worry about JPY intervention. I don't have to worry about this being a setup 2 towards the upside. Like that, it's pretty solid in my opinion. DJ playing with your feelings? Yeah, if you noticed, I'm not really looking too much at it. I'm waiting for a very specific setup. And I'll take that very specific setup that I'm looking for. I want to see if just ripping the sell here would have worked. We'll see later on if that would have happened. I mean, you're trading a pullback here, but 9 pips max. Absolutely fantastic answer. I was looking for and two more question. What strategy you recommend for noobs and what is the one you use? I recommend for noobs the one that I use because you have to stick to one strategy. There's not like a beginner strategy and an advanced strategy. Whoever claims that is lying. There should only be one strategy to trade, and that's the strategy that you use and follow, right? I mean, you can have different entry requirements, but the overall strategy should be the same. And for me, that is price action. So price action for me is the best. I think it's the simplest to learn and it makes the most sense. And it's the most future-proof strategy because price action is learning how candles and the market moves between certain levels. And until we don't have charts, that is the only time when price action will not work, is when you don't have charts in front of you, because that's what we base our entries off. But at that point, all strategies won't work. So yeah, definitely check out the videos on my YouTube channel. If you guys haven't watched yesterday's video, how to trade London session, what are the key things you have to look at London session, definitely check out that video. Definitely a very, very good video. I'll share it in chat. I spent a while putting that video together. Technically it took 3 years because it's 3 years worth of watching London session. And yeah, if you're a noob, then you can watch my free Forex course here, right? Check out the free Forex course. If you haven't already, guys, be sure to leave a subscribe. Almost at 33k. Would appreciate if we could get to 33k. Very, very close here. Just only 200 people would have to subscribe to get to that. So would appreciate if we could get to that. If you guys enjoying the stream, then be sure to leave a like. 600 of us in here, 200 likes. You know the YouTube business. I hate to say it, guys. You know it sucks, but it's just part of the game. I used 150 leverage when I started doing real trading since last month. Other than gradually increasing risk to get high reward, when do you recommend increased leverage? You should never need to use full leverage here. You know, you should be always risking like if it's a smaller account, 1 to 5%, 1 to 4%. That's the max you should be risking, you know. Yeah, just very low volume in here. We're not moving too crazy. 10 pip range. Is it me or also that my bid and ask line on my broker is pretty massive on GJ, man? If I was to enter a sell right now, I'm being entered very low point. Like, look at the size of my bid and ask line. Look how big the bid and ask line are. Like, if you enter sell, your sell is going to be entered here and then you only move to here. So I don't really like that when prices does that. That's the spread? Yeah, I know, but it's relative to how much the chart is moving, right? So it shows you how slow the chart is moving. Is if your bid and ask line looks really, really big on the chart, means the chart is not moving much. Like, it will take you a decent move to get back into profits, right? $32K subs but 600 watching. That's not bad, man. 600 of the fam. I appreciate everyone showing up. You know, we definitely did have bigger times when more people would show up, but it's understandable. People want to trade during times of volume, and if London has been a little bit slow, then they're going to switch because they're too impatient to wait. And then when they see London moving good again, they're going to try switch back to London, and they don't understand because they haven't been watching both sessions, and they're going to lose. They're going to lose in London. How do you find trend lines and why don't you use them? I don't use trend lines because I don't want too many lines on my chart. And on top of not having too many lines on my chart, I don't want to have something that can be potentially subjective in my strategy. And for me, I prefer support and resistance, just the way I trade. What's my most profitable trade? It was a GJ trade. 200 pip banger. How much is your Signal channel? I don't have a Signal channel. The only thing I have is the exclusive group, which is this one here. It is basically a full-on community, which you get access to all of my, basically my fundamental videos, which is my exact strategy, how I trade, all my exclusive content, so all the content that I make specifically for the group based on this, and this is all on the website. You get access to this. You also get access to the webinars, right? So we have weekly webinars in here. And yeah, definitely a lot of stuff. And then you have the community. We trade New York session. It's you know, it's not signals, but it's more of we'll all look at positions together, right? We all look at positions together, and it's more of it's a community. It's a trading floor. I like to call it more as a trading floor where everyone comes together. So it's more than a signal group, much more. And the stuff you get, like, you know, the guys in there also get access to backtesting softwares, all resources. Like, we're constantly growing it. And, you know, whoever tells you that it's expensive needs to really check. I mean, it's almost as a favor. And I'm happy to do that because it's passionate and we all grow together. So that's what I offer, not signals. Yeah, what Nathan and Andy said. Have you ever used Heiken-Ashi? No, I haven't. Yesterday's YouTube videos of yours was one of the best. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you liked it. And yeah, that was great. Who edits all my videos? My video editor. Oh, surprise. Now, actually, a guy who actually found me on YouTube. And yeah, he goes by the alias of Crest. You probably see him in chat. How long was the 200 pip banger open? I always lose my shit for that pullback. Bro, it was only open for a day and a half. It was nuts, man. It was nuts. 200 pip move in basically a day. Can you check out about true inflation? Yeah, I'll have a look at it. GJ, what happened to GJ? Ah, yeah, it's pulling back here. But guys, it's very this is nothing, man. This is nothing. This is a 3-4 pip move. With the bid and ask price, you're only up 2 pips. Yeah. With this bid and ask price, guys, you're not making too much here. I'll tell you that much. And you know GJ is not 1 to 1 pip, right? It's like 0.6 to 1 pip. So a 3 pip move, or let's say if you just ripped it on this really teeny weeny, a 6 pip move is really like a 4 pip move, 3-4 pip move. Would your exclusive group be worth it? I can only trade London session due to location. Aloha from Hawaii. Of course, I'm gonna say it's worth it. I think it's more than just trading a session. You get access to all of my content. You get access to the webinars. You get access to a community. You get my feedback. The main thing why I created it is I want a place like they're on the Zoom call now. When the stream ends, we continue the Zoom call and everyone starts discussing with me. We have great discussions in there. And yeah, as Chris said, there's no delay on stream. So that's a really good advantage. Is you get no delay. They can fire questions here right now. They can open their mic. Yeah, they're saying it's worth it. You know, I'll get them if they're willing to. I'll get them to write how they experience it in the free Discord, and you guys can read what they say. So it's not coming from me, because obviously I'm gonna say it's good because, you know, proud of what I made. But anyways, I don't want to sound biased. Gold is pushing. It is pushing indeed. See how we can find an entry in here. I think still that plan above these highs would be the safest here. Especially, you see this rejection? That's not what you want to play with. This is dangerous territory, man. Did this to the downside. But I'm super glad, guys, we kept out of those sells, right? We didn't push into that. We didn't push into that sells and kept safe. Gold, gold. Everyone in chat, gold, 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 gold. And now it rejected. I think we have a spy. I think there's a spy connected to my chart, because anytime I look at, when I said let's try find a possible way in, it's like the spy heard, oh, he's trying to get in, let's dump it in case he took a buy. Because now it just retraced that whole push. So we obviously have a stream spy. That's real, man. Yeah, it's facts, man. It's facts. Gold buy to 1950? Yeah, 1950 would be my target as well. What is Claudio saying? What do you think of the session buys? Yeah, pretty creative. I like it. But I think this is a good way. This is a good way to teach people, actually. I like that. That's not a bad idea, because at least you tell people previous daily is bearish. 4 hours are bullish. What's the bias? Right? What's the bias? You have to understand what's going on. That's pretty creative. Not bad, man. Not bad. This is the beauty of the community. We have people creating stuff like this. Adam is the spy. I see, man. Okay. Let me just remove you from the group now. But yeah, you know, in the community we have people, you know, it's just somewhere where you can share stuff like your achievements and stuff. No one's gonna hate. Everyone's gonna congratulate. Everyone wants to see you get better. We have members make us posters like this, right? Look at this. We have a setup poster here. All sorts of stuff here, right? We have setup summary PDFs, bid and ask line, you know, all of this stuff. So no, very that's what you're joining. It's not a signal service, it's a whole community. Pump, we will sell this week. Yeah, later this week we could set up very nicely for sells indeed. You're right. Best trading group? Has to be the best trading group. You look buffed in videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate that comment. That's the best thing you can say to someone who goes to the gym. You'll make their day. Trust me. Sell will be big. I'm ready, brother. I'm ready for the sells. Yeah, midweek we normally see price reverse. Yeah, Algo. We see that. Algo, I think, has his cap lock stuck. I can read your thing. I can read your. What's my win rate last week? You're saying Andrew. My name's not Andrew, but maybe you're asking someone else. My win rate last week. Let's calculate my win rate last week. I took 1 4-pip loss, which I counted break even, and 3 wins. So let's see. Win rate calculated. So I took, let's see. Took three wins, 1 loss, but I don't even consider that a loss because it was 75%. Because that 1 loss was only 4 pips. So if we look at total pips gained, last week we had 16 pip gain, another 15 pip gain, so 30 pips, and then an 11 pip gain, which is 42 pips. So around 42 pips gained and 4 pips lost. So 42 minus 4 is going to be 38. So total of 38 pip gain last week. And that's what's more important. Don't focus on win rate, guys. Everyone seems to focus on win rate. This is deadly. And this sometimes tricks me because on stream, you know, it's nice to have a good win rate. It sounds like you're doing amazing. But what's really you need to focus on is what's your wins compared to your losses. Some of the best traders in the world have a 60% win rate. Some of the best traders in the world have a negative win rate because their wins are just so much bigger than their losses. And they just bet on them winning and hitting a win big. So don't focus on win rate. Win rate will just cause you stressed and make it feel like you need to push trades. What you should focus on is, okay, what are the trades? If you're taking 16 pip wins and your loss is only worth, 4 pips here, obviously then you're going to be profitable here. And you've done an amazing job at managing, and that's the message I wanted to get across, right? So don't focus on win rate here. Win rate is irrespective. It's good to have a win rate above 60%. I recommend long term. But this number can be easily manipulated. The way it can be manipulated is if I take a lot of small wins with and allow myself biggest, like if I had like a 20 pip stop loss and I take 4 pip wins, I'm obviously going to have a higher win rate. Yeah, relax on gold, guys. Where's the range we can trade? We're trading into resistance. You guys keep typing gold. You need to relax. We don't have a range. We have nowhere to trade to. You're buying into resistance. It's the worst place you can buy. I know a trader that has 40% win rate. Yeah, that's super hard on psychology. You have to hold huge downswings and trust in those downswings. Oh, big surprise. Look what happened when you short DJ. This is why you don't want to go against trend, but it's super hard in this spot. How can you even 1 minute scalp these buys? There's no way to get into this. No way. What's GU doing? Where's Didier? Didn't see his plan for GU today. So I'll have to make it for him. GU is stuck? Okay, then that's his plan. How old are you and where are you from? See you here, Dubai. I am in Abu Dhabi. Man, that's a complicated question, man. There's a lot of stuff in that question. Right? I am in Dubai. That's fair. That's what I'll answer. Dollar index moving down. I only focus on Dixie higher time frame. It only looks at me. You know, I only look at that higher time frame. Doesn't impact my session thing. Harry, how are you, man? Everything good in life? I appreciate that question, man. I hope everything's good in your life as well. I am grateful for everything. And yes, everything is amazing. We take it day by day, get better every single day. We're always improving, always learning. And no, I'm super grateful. So yes, everything is great. So I hope the same for you as well. Super happy, super motivated, always ready to push. You know, adapting to the different challenges the markets bring us, and that's the goal. That's the, you know, happy to have a community behind me, people to experience the journey, people to, you know, look at what's the reality of trading consistently here, you know. So I think it's huge advantage. I definitely think it's been a huge benefit to you guys to see that as well, and to know the reality here, you know, not just see some guy on Instagram making 70k daily and then the next story he's saying, if you want to join my course, you can pay this. Happy for you, man. I'm trying to make this work, feeling blessed. Yeah, man, if you can get good during these times, if you can manage emotions during these times, you're gonna be set, man. Don't worry. This skill will take you far, way past just trading. You can learn so much. The network you can build in this skill is also great. And the idiots you meet will also challenge you, and the people who will hate will also challenge you. Yeah, I think if you can, it's shown nice support above here. The skill is patience. That's definitely in London. Yeah, it's a little bit bullshit, to be honest, what's been going on. Damn, bro, open the trading guru secrets. That's why we called you Andrew Tate. Oh, I'll expose all the secrets, man. I'll expose all the secrets. The secrets of people launching signal channels to get you to join their brokerage, and that brokerage pays them based on losing trades, and that signal channel's 50-50. There's a lot of stuff. And at the end of the day, the best strategy is the strategy that works long-term and makes you consistent gains long-term. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. This is not a short-term game, you know? People who want to do well in this game, you have to stick around. Tell me one business in life where you don't have to stick around to do wrong. Tell me. I'm waiting. Where's the giveaway? This week, brother. This week. You guys ready for the giveaway? This week. This week is... Oof. If this closes below now. On London Open. Sheesh. Exciting times. OnlyFans? Yeah, you're probably, that's probably, but how much do you sacrifice? You sacrifice everything long term for OnlyFans because your public image is forever destroyed, your family is forever destroyed, your dignity is forever destroyed. The only thing is your pockets are lined, but at the expense of what? At the expense of your whole personal brand, your whole personal image, and something you can't take back. What's your opinion on social trading? I think, you know, you need to find someone trusted, of course. The problem is that if even a 50-50 profit split, if someone invests $500, right? If someone invests $500 in your social trading, if you double your account, you still only make $250 because it's a 50-50 profit split. So it's not really that profitable for you to double their account. Win? Tate 2.0? That's why we called you the Andrew Tate. Can someone please give a signal? Brother, I'm sure you will have plenty of signals when the market moves. You have to be patient. Do you do prop firm passaging challenge services? No, I don't. I don't even have a prop firm. Where's my OnlyFans? My OnlyFans is only pips. That's the OnlyFans I have. Dubai Andrew Tate, not Andrew Tate? No, I know I'm not Andrew Tate. Well, technically, Andrew Tate used to live in Dubai. Oh, you're talking about social trading for you guys. Yeah, I think that's a great opportunity in terms of for you guys. Because you could open a $200 account, but you could have people invest 500, you know, you just, you know, 600, 700. So it would be good. I think it'd be a good idea for you guys. Yeah, that's what he means, yeah. Take buys on GU? I think it's a potential, but the problem is you want to be in after a pullback. Now you're buying the highs. You know, it's not buying the highs. I think you should have been in from this candle close here and held through this drawdown already. You know, you don't have much room here. You only have 7 pips to here. Gotta get consistently profitable on my 1K account. Yeah, that's definitely a good idea, and that's a lot you can do with that. Mr. GJ, you've really disappointed me this last few days. And, well, not Mr. GJ, Mrs. GJ. Make that straight, because we only talk straight here, if you know what I mean. But, please, can we have some big boy action here? Man is ready to make some pips in London. Man is ready for some pips. You know? I just deposited $100 and now my account size 466, 2 months. Amazing work, brother. Do you think prop firms are a good idea and worth doing? Stick with a low account and build it up yourself on 1 to 30 instead of high account? No, stick to like, you know, 1 to 100 leverage. Build that account. Once you prove that you can build that account, take a funding challenge so that you can deposit into your main account. You know, if you're good on an account, and you need access to funding, go milk those funding challenges. But have the skill. Once you have the skill, milk them until they deny you a payout. And then when they deny you payout, tell them, screw you. Because I have another funding challenge I've just passed. I've made, and I can even take money out from that. And then keep putting in your own account. And then if they all turn around and go all bankrupt because you're such a good trader, then tell them, screw you, because I've just put all money in my own trading account. And now I'm set. Alright. Last night I deposited 181. Now I have 762. I don't agree with that. Too fast. You need to grow it sustainably. Binge watch videos this weekend. What was the exact entry here? Like the last candle closed below? Yep, that one. Exactly. Exactly that. Because it's kind of like you would see that 15-minute candle close above the high. You'd wait for the break of the high. Break of the high never came, so you never got triggered. But then it formed a setup 3, and you would have gone with the same entry. Depends on your broker if it has bottom wick or not. Then you have to wait for it to close. This has bottom wick. The retest was already done with this candle. As soon as it's leaving the zone here. Even, no, because there's this resistance. So we close above. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, breaking the high. Because now buying is late. You might have to hold through a pullback. But if you're already in, you're okay. You're managing, just letting it do its thing. Okay, this is getting interesting here. This is getting very interesting here. I entered here but exited because it's a move. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, that's okay. Future setup 5. Yeah, I'm even looking. 7 minutes though. We have to survive 7 minutes, but we also have a setup 3 on 30 minute here. If this 5-minute closes below here, could be interesting. With the setup 3 on the 30-minute, breaking the 30-minute lows. Stop loss above the range here. I could be interested in that. Let's have a look at this 5-minute close here. 5-minute closes in 1 minute 48. Hopefully it just doesn't rip through. Yeah, we need to wait for this 5-minute. I can't just enter on the rip of nothing here. Doesn't follow my rules. And if I enter on the 5 here, I need the next one to make a good top wick here. To prove to me this is not a fake out. Because this has been already, look, you're chasing a candle that's moved 22 pips. You're holding stop loss here 24 pips, you know. It will be negative risk to reward. Haha, beautiful. Oh, everyone now who didn't wait, is getting mashed up by gold today. Everyone take the buys here, mashed up. Take the sells here, messed up. They're really getting slapped here, left, right, and center. I'm waiting for 15 here. I'm waiting for 15. I don't trust this 5. Especially now, no top wick. I'm waiting for 15. If 15 closes like this, below this daily flip, I can take it on. Next 15 makes a top wick. It will also be the 1 hour open, which will be very, very, very interesting move here. With 1 hour closing like this, I can take it on the flip. Yeah, I'll wait for 15 here. I'm waiting for 15. Gold is messy today. Yeah, I think that's why it's best to wait for 15 here. Makes sense. Bro, I'm watching gold for some time now, and before volume times it usually does liquidity grabs. Yes, we have done liquidity grab to the upside here and liquidity grab to the downside. So if we do close below this range, I think it should be okay for sells here. Don't see a reason why not. You lose nothing by waiting for closures. I love that saying, man. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But then you'll have some idiot on the internet that says, "Oh, you lose time. Oh, you missed this opportunity. You suck at trading. According to fair value gap, you could have taken this." You know, you get all of that guy. You know, when you say a good statement like that. One hour might close bullish though. Yeah, if 1 hour closes bullish, then obviously we can't sell. If 1 hour closes bullish, we can't sell. It will go against the plan. But we're staying out of these fishy moves, right? Woke up 4 a.m. full of coffee, heart pumping. Should I trade? Of course, brother. Come on. We're here to take risk. Full margin it. Monday madness, bro. Monday margin call. That's what it is, man. Monday margin call. What's GJ doing? Yo, GJ, are you doing anything? No. Thank you very much. Very useful. At least GJ's created a support now. If GJ changes structure, I'm gonna rip a sell and hold it. Above these high stops. And then I'm gonna use Claudio's position as exit liquidity to drive my sells down. Yeah, I'll use it as exit liquidity down here. His sells to drive my order down. In trading, there's no losers, only winners and quitters. Yeah, that's true, man. If you know what you're doing and you know how to manage risk, know how to manage the account, then yeah, for sure, that is how it works. Professional traders are boring traders. Trading is boring, guys. Trading is boring. There's nothing fancy about trading. It's boring, especially in times like this, but taking positions is always fun. Come on, gold. 55 seconds. Do some madness and close below. Come on. Do it for Harry here. Come on. We've been waiting patiently all morning. Please. If not, we have tomorrow. We're still okay, but come on. "33 seconds. Can gold do it? Can gold close below support?" Can Mr. Gold do it? And the answer is going to be no. Thank you very much. Nah, it's not boring. Let's talk about weekends when markets are off. Yeah, exactly. All right, London Open here. No funny business. Nothing really. We're consolidating on gold here. 1 hour close kind of doji. 15 minutes still respecting the range. If 1 hour close doji here, then you can have a 1 hour setup 3 here. I really would have liked to see the 30-minute close below the range. Again, same plan continues. I need to see a deep 15-minute close to even consider sells. But this is turning into a major rejection zone. And we're ranging in between here. As for GJ has London Open here with no top wick, which is very interesting to see here. No top wick on London Open here. Fishy move indeed. I would like to see a top wick. on London Open here, it would make sense. Would make sense to see a top wick on London Open here. So yeah, see if we can get this top wick. What position are you in, Omar? Oh yeah, you said you sent it in the group. Let me have a look what position you're in. In the free group. Come on, load for me. Sold too soon? Damn, what's this? GJ, you sold GJ right now? Oh, you're in sells. Damn. It's a bit early for me. Yeah. Ah, that's why you close, because no top wick. That's a pretty smart idea. I think it will keep you safe. Keep you out of these sells here. Which is pretty emotional sells, but... Who's that guy, bro? Who's the guy? Tuta, huh? What did GU do? Let's see. Look at this. Didier. Amazing. Yeah, it says Ricardo Mills. Risking a lot for 3 pips? Yeah, facts, right? This is what I mean, man. Selling GJ is a death wish. Trading GJ right now is a death wish. If you guys enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. We're almost at 33k subscribers. I appreciate everyone joining the journey, joining the fam. And, no, amazing, guys. We'll get it back soon, guys. You be patient. We'll have the whole of this week. We have a lot of GBP news. I'm feeling excited about gold for this week. I think we can get some good opportunities. And we'll take it like that, man. We'll get some great positions. In this quarter 4, it's about taking quality trades, not quantity. So if we can take 2 to 3 good trades a week, guys. I'm not talking about a day. I'm saying 2 to 3 good trades a week. We're going to be great. We're going to be in the right side and we're going to do well. And trust me, you will look back and you'll say, hey, if I just stuck to that idea of taking 2 to 3 good trades this week, I would have made a lot more money. We hit 33k subs. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. W's in the chat for the fam. GJ, thank you guys, thank you. GJ sells more choppy than my future. Volume has come more around 9:30 UK time. Yeah, that's pretty late. AU, what's AU doing? Has it broken out yet? Yeah, it got above that zone, broke through that zone, now it's rejecting here. The next place you can buy is above this resistance. Hello everyone, I'm you here. Welcome, brother, welcome. Mr. Gold. Are you trying again for the final time here? Would this be valid on UJ? What is it? It's not the cleanest range. How big is that pip-wise, man? Oh, it's already gone. Yeah, 4 pips, but you have to go break even here. You expect it to break through, you know? But yes, it would be definitely better than buying a breakout here. That is for sure. That would be the entry in terms of not buying a breakout here. Yeah, 30-minute is what looks okay here. But you need it to break through for it to be a profitable trade. Like, I would pretty much go... Not something I would take because you can't really get to break even too fast. I'm so tired, but I don't want to miss your trade. Yeah, I can't tell you what time the trade will come or if we will get a trade. I'm waiting. I'm giving this 15 minutes, so I'll tell you. I'm waiting for this 15-minute close, and based on this 15-minute close, I'll make a decision here. Give me a sec, be back. How dirty would it be, if not dirty, typical would it be for us to wait all morning and then a no top wick 5-minute does the business? Like, come on, man. Top wick on 15, yeah, but we have no close below. 1 hour close bullish here. 30-minute didn't close below. 15-minute didn't close below. 5-minute didn't close below. We can't do anything, man. Wouldn't expect less on gold, yeah, especially during London on a Monday. Short to GJ, be careful, man. GJ's trying to create support here. This looks so juicy, this close. You know how much I would be all over this if we had range? You guys know this type of close. Don't say that, it will really happen. Yeah, I know. Only option here is a thunderstorm, right? I'm out of GJ short. Has a potential to go up. Yeah, at the moment it's just ranging at the moment. So much effort for a few pips on GJ. I don't know if investors are gone. Yeah, there's no catalyst. There's no catalyst for investors to be in GJ with the threat of the JPY. You know, just in general, London, you can see they'll come back. It's Q4, man. We've had good Q4s. We've had slower Q4s. It'll come back. Don't you guys worry. Oh, damn. Miss you all. Been in hospital for a month. Was T-boned by a drunk driver. Oh, shit. God bless, man. Hope you're okay. Welcome back. I'm so happy to hear that, man. Wish you a speedy recovery. Speedy recovery, man. Good to hear from you. What's a T-boned? What's T-boned? Wow, man. Hits you on the side of the car? Damn. A steak? Yeah, T-bone is a steak, but now I understand. It's what those police do, right? Is that your femur? Yeah, glad you're all well, man. Glad you're back. Hits from the side? Yeah, what the police do, right? Oh, man. Pretty serious, man. Glad you're well, though. Glad you're back. GJ, what is GJ doing? If we get a big top wick on this candle here, on the flip, we have 4 pips to the wick, 9 pips to 4-hour support, and potentially continue. It's just this is a whole rejection zone here. I don't know how confident, but if we open like no bottom wick, pretty juicy. Coming profitable with a strategy I developed through experience other than trading entrepreneur advice. Would you give me a like to teach and I would like to teach and sell and monetize everything? Have value, man. You know, stick to some things that that you're passionate about. Test it over time. Don't be in a rush, and you know, that's how it is, man. Would it possibly to have watermark on your screen? You flick so fast between screens. I find it difficult to. Yeah, the problem is I personally don't like watermarks on my screen. They're a little bit annoying for my view. But you can see the pair up here at the top. If you look at the top, you'll see the pair. If I'm flicking, you know, I can always mention the pair. Whenever I'm talking about a pair, I can mention it as well. Let's see how this gold closes here in about 18 seconds. Oof, GJ last minute flip. Damn, 4-hour resistance got sold heavy. Alright, no bottom wick on this 15-minute candle here. This is juicy. I might try this once it flips. Once this candle flips, I might try this for a sell once this candle flips. Go break even at 4-hour support here. I'm gonna go half risk though. But I do like the idea. Put stop above this high here, back in the range. Give it like a pip. You don't enter break of low, I want to use that as a target. Make sure, guys, this is more of a riskier trade. Can go half on this. Oh shit. Got triggered here. In on a sell as it flipped. As we said. Stop loss is going to be back in the range somewhere around here. Max TP down here. Probably go break even at this 4-hour support. Nice. Yeah, approaching this 4-hour support right now. Gonna look to move to break even here. I'm gonna make this risk free. This is a 4-hour support, guys, so we need to be careful here at this 4-hour support. Need to be very, very careful at this 4-hour support. And I got triggered somewhere like here. Alright, nice. Tapped into this 4-hour support. Gonna go and move stops to break even. So moving stops to break even here. Making this risk free. Nice, nice push here. About 9 pips in profit. Nothing too crazy. Close some? No, not yet. It's not enough. I had an 18 pip stop here. 18 pip stop and a target of 9 pips is not enough. But I'm break even now. I'm not going to lose this trade. I got triggered pretty much almost break of the low is where my entry got triggered by the time I pressed the button here. Oh, hopefully this doesn't take me out break even. We need this 5-minute to close below the 4-hour support. Nice, come on, close below. Close below, Mr. Gold. Nice. See how this top wick comes in here. Hopefully not too deep of a top wick and just break the low and continue. Probably look to close around 15, 16 pips here would be good. Anywhere into this support zone. Beginning of the week. Nice. Beautiful. 1935.4 TP. Yes, max TP. I think just take this wick even where my thing is. 35,700 would be fully accurate TP. Nice gold. Let's go. This might pull back now, I think. Oh shit. It's coming close to my break even. TP hit on GJ. What did you take on GJ? B hit. I'm still in. You guys are here chatting, not even 5 points. This is my first time here and this is the worst trading session I've ever seen. Thank you very much for your comment. And I hope wish you the best in your trades. What trades are you currently in, by the way? Are you in a trade that was up 11 pips? Okay, this is coming. All right, I'm out break even here. Got stopped break even on this trade. Gave it a shot here. And yeah, out here at break even. Happy with the way I managed that. I think it makes sense to manage it like this. I don't see any reason to hold at 4-hour support. It's very dangerous to hold at 4-hour support here, especially on gold. We can have heavy rejection from 4-hour support. Yes, my entry shows it's still not break even, but I got entered a little bit lower. It did flip very, very fast here. And when it flipped, it entered me basically where my entry right is here, 37,300-ish. So happy with the way, right? So I think I'm happy with that. If you guys still want to hold and you can trust this, then, you know, go ahead. But for me, my rules state that buying and selling into 4-hour support is very, very dangerous here. Very, very dangerous selling into 4-hour support. And I don't want to have the possibility of this absolutely rejecting here. So yeah, happy with the way I managed it. And I think, you know, based on what we've been seeing, I think it was good. You know, pushed in 11 pips. We had around 10 pips profit here, but that's not enough for me to close here. 10 pips is not enough for me to close because I was risking 18 pips here. This is exactly why I wanted to close at break even, right? You save yourself from that, which is super important here, right? So hope you guys manage the trade the same, because that is exactly how you should do. What has GJ done? Damn, now GJ is pushing, typical. How would you have entered this? 5 minute only? Sheesh. Enjoy the 6 pips on GJ. 9 pips now. Oh, not bad. Let me just log this trade here on gold. Break even. Can't go wrong with a break even. I feel it was the right decision here in my opinion. If you close at 10 pips, then yes. You could have taken 10 pips here. What time did we take that trade, guys? Took it around 12:15. Yeah, 12:15 was that trade. 8 pips on gold, nice. Some guys secured. For me, it wasn't enough to close, and you know, this is what I was saying, guys. This is what I was saying. If I close this trade at 4 pips in profit, I can put on the stream journal that I made 4 pips, and I can manipulate my my win rate, right? This is the truth. It doesn't make sense to do that, you know? You close partials? Yeah, I could have closed partial at that whole 10 pip thing, but that's not really the way I trade. I wanted the full move here. Big boy stuff. Damn, GJ. Breaking my heart these days, GJ. At 4-hour resistance, just pushes through it like no tomorrow. Win management. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, for me, GJ, I need more structure on GJ before seeing. It's good to see some volume come in. I've noted the time. I've noted the time on GJ. The thing is, my plan is not to buy at 4-hour resistance. This is the worst place you can buy. The only place I can buy now is if we create support above this. You're at all resistances. You're next to 1-hour resistance. You're at all resistance. If price is gonna push, let it push. Let it form structure. In New York, you can buy continuation, or this can start pushing down here. Otherwise, I'm happy with the trade we took. We've been planning this trade all morning here. And it came through. It did give us a good enough push, and you know, did do what we were expecting. But obviously I'm happy with the management, because this would have put you in drawdown, and now we're holding drawdown. So happy to give it a shot here. Just not enough volume to give us the full continuation. But if you close at 10 pips, hey, you made 10 pips, right? You know, that could be enough for some, but I wanted a little bit more based on where my stop loss was. It did not make sense for me to close early. I think it's a big mistake for people to close early, so I'm happy to close that at break even here. So appreciate everyone showing up to the stream. Probably gonna wait here. Thanks for the W's in the chat. You know how it is. I'm happy with that trade, and yeah, perfect. So with that being said, guys, gonna, you know, wrap it up here. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.